Get the squad together for this year's Junior Grizzlies 3-on-3 tournament, presented by 2K at the Built Ford Tough practice facility inside FedEx Forum. On Saturday, January 4th, teams will compete in 3 games before advancing to single elimination play. Overall winners from the 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under divisions will win Grizzlies tickets, including exclusive access to the pregame team shoot-around before the Grizz take on the Pelicans January 24th. Sign up today at hoopitup.com/Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are just having fun out there tonight. Morant around a screen, bumped by Wagner. No look to Smart, lays it up on the window and in, and it is all Grizz. The Grizzlies have the fans on their feet at FedEx Forum.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance, to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
All right, I'm here. My name is Gary Parrish. I'm speaking for the Built Ford Tough Studio, FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I hope if you're a Memphis Tigers basketball fan and you're holding tickets to any game going forward, among them Mississippi State inside FedEx Forum, Ole Miss inside FedEx Forum, that if you got them, you use them, because your coach, his name's Penny Hardaway, he's noticed that you're not showing up the way you used to, the way he thinks you should. It's a problem. We'll talk about it momentarily. First, though, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you. We got a quick show today because I got to catch a flight. Should we just be transparent, Bennett?
Sure.
Let's just be transparent. Sometimes I got to catch flights. This is one of those days. Typically, when I got to catch a flight, you know, if it's cutting it a little too close, we could come in here early and pre-tape the back half of the show, do the front part of it live, and then we got you a full Gary Parrish show. None of you are the wiser that some of it was pre-taped. You don't know. You can't tell. Can't do that today. You want to know why?
Why?
There's a holiday party going on right now for Grind City Media.
Or just the Grizzlies in general.
There's a holiday party going on right now. Now, if you're wondering,
I wish we had our own holiday party. Just a GCM exclusive.
if you're wondering why they scheduled the holiday party right in the middle of the Jessica Benson show with CJ Hurt and the Gary Parrish, I don't know why. Was not even asked. Not that I think I should have been asked. Not that I think I should have been asked. I don't mean to suggest that. I just mean that wasn't even asked, all right? So I didn't get to go to the holiday party, but other people could.
Yes.
And given that it's the, holiday season, I didn't feel comfortable asking other people to come in here early and pre-tape stuff, and by extension, ask them to miss their holiday party. That's not something I got in my heart.
Good on you.
That's not something I got in my heart.
Good on you.
So we don't have a lot of time today. We're going to keep this around an hour, and I should probably stop wasting time by talking about holiday parties nobody cares about. So let's keep it moving.
I care.
When we finish the Open, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to do 5 more things you need to know, at which point we're going to discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, the NBA Cup title game.
Oh, my goodness.
It's tonight. It's in Las Vegas. Bucks Thunder on ABC. We'll spend some time on that. We'll do it in about 20 minutes. Also tonight in Las Vegas. Everything's going on in Las Vegas today. We get the Showdown. It's made for TV golf event. Brooks and Bryson on one side, Scotty and Rory on the other. We'll dive into that live event a little later on in the show. Lil Wayne told Skip Bayless yesterday that he has spoken to Kendrick Lamar about the Super Bowl. He insisted it was a cool conversation. I'll tell you what Wayne said. We'll do it in the next segment. Adam Shefter murdered Doug Gottlieb on social media last night.
Yeah, he did.
We'll laugh about that together. We'll do it in just a bit. And Travis Hunter's girlfriend hopped on TikTok to explain herself over an 8-minute video. What a weird world this young woman must be living in. We'll discuss her trials and tribulations. We'll do it during a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's Carryout, and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to. But I did want to start with the University of Memphis. 2 topics worth hitting on. One of them is obviously Ryan Silverfield's Tigers playing in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl tonight on ESPN. We'll get to that in just a few minutes.
Okay.
But I'd rather open on some interesting comments from Penny Hardaway last night at his weekly radio show. The subject of attendance came up. And when the subject of attendance came up, here's what Penny Hardaway said, fresh off of his team returning to the AP poll at number 21 following Saturday's big win at Clemson. Penny said, to me, the building is empty. Talking about FedEx Forum for home games with the Tigers this season. He said, to me, it's empty. It's not as packed as it has been in the past. I don't know if that's because of me or what's going on. End quote. Big Bet Bennett, let's stop here. Bad attendance relative to what it used to be, relative to what Penny Hardaway believes it should be. Is it because of Penny? He put that out there. Or is it something else? I'll ask you the same open-ended question Penny asked the world. What is going on?
I mean, I think that obviously last year was a disappointment. And, you know, it was clearly last year was a disappointment. And so I think that people, you know, maybe were skeptical to start the season. And so maybe that could apply to some of this, but I don't really know. I mean, I'm being honest. I don't really know because they're good now. It's still early. Like, how many home games have we played? 4. Yeah, so it's still early. I mean, I've said this to you before. I think this thing is going to pick up. Like, now that they're good, now that they're ranked, they're about to come in here for 2 big home games. I think it's going to pick up. I do.
I think it will pick up.
I think it always picks up. Like, as we get towards the end of football season, I think it always tends to pick up.
Well, we'll see. I do think it'll get better as long as they stay good. But let me give you some numbers first, and then we'll talk through them because I don't think there's one simple explanation. Like, if I were sitting beside Penny Hardaway last night and he said, attendance is not where I think it needs to be, what's going on? I'd say, you got 20, 30 minutes? Let's talk about it. Because I don't think there's a simple answer. I don't think it's one thing. So let me give you some numbers first. First, they've only played, as we've noted, 4 home games so far. Missouri, Ohio, Louisiana Tech, Arkansas State. And the announced attendance for those games varies from 10,543 to 11,709. That's according to numbers published by the Daily Memphian. Problem, of course, is that nobody believes those numbers because, you know, we have eyeballs. We can see. And there hasn't been a single time this season where anybody's looked inside FedEx Forum for a Memphis Tigers game and thought there was really 10,500 people in there. Mm-hmm. According to the Daily Memphian, last season Memphis's announced attendance was 12,276 per game. That's what they announced. You know, they'd come out and say, and tonight's announced attendance, and they'd do that number, and that number came out to an average of 12,276. But the actual attendance, when the Daily Memphian went out and got an open records request, the actual attendance, like people in the building for games last season. It wasn't anything close to 12,276. Actual attendance last season was 6,827 per game. So only about 55% of the announced attendance last season was really in the building for games last season. So you do the math on that, and it's reasonable to now suggest the Tigers are getting, if they're reporting in a similar way, the Tigers are getting this season through 4 games, on average, about 6,000 fans per game. That's not tubby bad, but it's not great. They got Mississippi State coming up on Saturday, Ole Miss the following Saturday. I would imagine those numbers help the cause. I would imagine those numbers will alleviate some of the concerns. But I don't think these concerns are going to go away, almost regardless of how good Memphis is the rest of the season. And that's because a lot of this is reliant on your season ticket sales. What anybody will tell you who lives in this world is that your attendance for a season is largely going to be dictated by your season ticket sales that were done before the season even started, because it makes it very difficult to get people to get off of their couch when their couch is comfortable and go spend real money that they haven't already spent. It's like, we got this pile of money, or we don't. More likely, you don't have a pile of anything, but we have access to funds, and we can spend it tonight going to this game, or we can just keep it and stay at home and watch the exact same game and not have to worry about driving 20 or 30 or 40 minutes, parking, all the money you're going to spend. Like, it's very hard to get people to just randomly on a Wednesday, randomly on a Saturday, to just say, all right, jump online and let's buy the tickets and go to this thing tonight, unless it's a real moment, unless people feel like, I got to be there. The best example of this for the University of Memphis in recent years was the big home game after game day where they're getting ready to possibly play for a conference championship. I went on Ticketmaster or wherever you can buy tickets, and I purchased tickets for my entire family. And we went as a family. And do you want to know why? Not because I was compelled to take my family to a college football game, but because it felt important. It felt like this is something meaningful. This is something that, honestly, throughout much of my life was unimaginable. Memphis on its way to a 12-win season, on its way to a Cotton Bowl, on its way to filling up this big stadium after college game day was on Beale Street. It felt big. It felt important. I got on whatever website I needed to get on, and I said, I'm buying tickets. I'm taking my family to this. This is where I want to be. But a college basketball season, when you play in a league like the AAC, is not going to provide too many of those moments. In fact, probably not going to provide any of those moments. So your biggest issue facing Memphis, I do think it's something you touched on, but these are all connected. They fell apart last season. Then only one player returned. So last impression, bad impression. Who are these guys on the roster? Season ticket sales down. That's where it all starts. Right there. All right? So you have no familiarity with the team. The most recent team you experienced wasn't good. Broadly speaking, the home schedule isn't that compelling. And this is not a criticism of Penny Hardaway or anybody in that athletic department. They did the best they can do scheduling in the non-league.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
But still, a lot of these compelling games are going to happen away from campus.
That's true.
In Hawaii, at Clemson, at Virginia, in Las Vegas. Again, this isn't a criticism. It's just a statement of fact. When you put your entire season ticket package on sale, it's going to include a lot of AAC games against teams nobody here cares about. Yeah, Mississippi State, that's fun. Yeah, Ole Miss, that's terrific. Missouri, I guess. But by and large, the season ticket package you're selling is filled with games people don't care about. And then it's connected to a program whose most recent team was bad, and then it's connected to a program that only returned one player. What do you expect? So now we're here. And this is really only a conversation because it doesn't line up with what you're used to. if Memphis were bad or not good, we would just be going through the season. We'd be talking about other things. But this comes up because Memphis is good. Mm-hmm. Memphis has 5 quadrant 1 wins right now. The only team in the country that also has 5 is Auburn, and Auburn is ranked number 1 in most of the computers. Memphis is ranked 21st in the AP poll. Strength of record is in the top 10. Memphis is good. So throughout most of our lives, Memphis has got a number next to its name. Memphis is good. Memphis has All-American candidates, perhaps 2 of them. And the coach is our proudest alum. Why are we getting 6,000 people for these games? I get it because it doesn't look the way it used to look. But I think all of this context matters. You were set up for it to look like this almost regardless of how good your team was. It can get better. But if you think they're just going to, play Florida Atlantic at home on Sunday, February 23rd, and it's going to be 18,000 people in the building, it's not. And it's because those tickets have not been sold yet. And do you know what happens when you go try to buy tickets? If you actually reach the point where you say, I had no idea I was going to care about Memphis basketball this season. I didn't even know who P.J. Haggerty was. But my God, this is fun. The team is good. I want to go. Where do you get tickets? You start looking for tickets. Do you know what you run into? It's expensive. It's expensive.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Okay.
I was kind of surprised.
You go to Ticketmaster right now.
Yeah.
I did it 30 minutes ago. And you say, you know what? Right now, the Tigers are coming off of a massive win at Clemson. They've got a game at Virginia midweek. If they can win that one, that's another quality win. Be coming back home for a game against Mississippi State. That's a Mississippi State team that's playing in the best league in the country and that is projected to go to the NCAA tournament. I didn't think I was going to care about Memphis basketball this season. I didn't even know Tyrese Hunter existed, but I've watched him play early in the season. I'm getting excited. Go Tigers, go. I want to go to the game this weekend. Let's get on Ticketmaster and let's go.
Okay.
The cheapest ticket you can find on Ticketmaster right now for Memphis, Mississippi State. And it's not because demand outweighs supply. It's not because, my God, this is just a hard ticket. This is like trying to go see Taylor Swift. It's not what this is. Mm-hmm. This is just, there's plenty of them available.
Okay.
But if you want them, this is what it costs. Cheapest ticket. Go sit at the top of FedEx Forum. You know what you're paying? $72.74.
No, there's no way.
I'm just told you that's the way. It's $72.74. That's the cheapest ticket. So you want to take, let's say you and your boyfriend want to go. That's times 2. Let's say you and your girlfriend and one kid wants to go. Now we're doing times 3. Let's do the old classic family of 4. Now we're doing times 4. And that's to sit at the top.
Now, if you buy it through the university, it's cheaper. For sure.
Are you for sure?
Yes.
Prove it to me.
It's this. I mean, this says $20. Hang on. No, up top you can get like a $25 to $30 ticket at the very top.
It's going to be how about this?
Lower level's pricey.
Yeah. The place most people go to buy tickets is Ticketmaster. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
It just is. You ready for this? The Grizzlies play the Warriors on Thursday inside FedEx Forum. 2 days later, Memphis will play Mississippi State in the exact same building. You can get better you can get you can get in you can go see Steph Curry and the Warriors at a better bang for your buck than you can go see Josh Hubbard in Mississippi State. So that's another part of the problem. Even if you reach the point, and by the way, you're still always competing with this. I don't know that we can go down. I don't know that we have the time to go downtown twice this week and watch a basketball game. And I don't know whether we had the money to go downtown twice this week and spend it on a basketball game. So what are we going to do? Well, Steph Curry and the Warriors are here on Thursday, or Josh Hubbard and Mississippi State are here on Saturday. Well, which one's cheaper? Believe it or not, it might be go see one of the top 10 players of all time. You're always running into that, right? Plus, kids in this market, when I was young, I wanted to go see Memphis basketball. I'd ask my parents, can I go see Memphis basketball? I'd cut yards to make money to buy tickets to go see Memphis basketball. Now, to the extent that there's any kid in this world that exists like that, they're saving money to go see John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bain and the Grizzlies. I don't gather kids are growing up loving Tiger basketball as much as I grew up loving Tiger basketball in this area. And that's another real concern. Again, there's no simple answer to any of this stuff. But there are explanations for why we are where we are. And the truth is, I don't know how fixable it is. Like, this is a big arena for a college basketball program playing in the AAC. And by that, I mean specifically playing an AAC schedule. Like, I don't know that you could ask 18,000 Kansas fans to come watch Kansas play an AAC schedule every single year. They come to see the Iowa States and the Houstons and the Baylors and the Kansas States, right? Here at Memphis, you're asking people to come see things they don't really care about seeing. And you can tell them, come for us, don't worry about the opponent, but that just doesn't really work. You can tell them you should come because you owe it to somebody, that it's your responsibility to be there, but that doesn't work either. You have to have a compelling product that people want to get off the couch and go see, and then it's got to be affordable for them to do it. And I don't know how much of that is true right now as it pertains to Tiger basketball. And Penny made the point last night. This stuff matters. When we have a real home court advantage, it's different than when we don't have a real home court advantage. So I hope it does start to look a lot better and feel a lot better, because Penny is doing his part. He's put the product on the court. It's a good basketball team, an accomplished and good college basketball team. But I do think there's a ceiling to what you can do. You realize the current version of the AAC. Remember how much we used to hate CUSA and how bad it was?
That's what this is.
This is worse. It's grading out worse in the computers. Do you realize CUSA right now ranks ahead of the AAC in men's basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got Louisiana Tech.
CUSA ranks ahead of the AAC right now. Insane. And the AAC right now ranks below where CUSA was when John Calipari was running through CUSA, and we were like, this is a bum conference. So it's a lot of different factors.
Yeah.
I understand Penny's frustration. If I were him, I would be frustrated, and I would be expressing it similarly. But I don't know that there's a great fix. But if you're moved to do so, tickets are available, Ticketmaster.com. Now to football. Memphis, West Virginia, 8 o'clock, Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. That's tonight.
Yep.
Tigers were 4.5-point favorite, now favored by 5. You fired up?
I'm very fired up.
Are you very fired up?
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing. First off, we got it all to ourselves. Well, there is that NBA Cup, that damn NBA Cup final.
Well, you have a big golf event. You have the NBA Cup. I mean, the big golf event's on TNT. You can say nobody cares about golf, but it's going to be prime time
I didn't know it was on TNT.
It's going to have an audience. And then you've got, the NBA Cup.
But people love betting on football.
Oh, no. College football's a big deal.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of eyes on this.
Yeah.
This is a good commercial for the University of Memphis. I liked the quote from Ryan Silverfield. Did you see the quote from Ryan yesterday?
I did see it, yes.
He said, among other things, he said, I apologize to our fan base for us not winning a conference championship. That's on me, and for us not going to the playoff. But guess what? This is a wonderful opportunity to get our 11th win. I'll accept that.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I'm glad that he, again, the playoff thing, that was always just a hope, right? Like that was something that you've never had a clear path. You're going to have a good team. That was always a hope.
They had a clear path.
They did have a clear path, yes. But for me, it was always about the conference championship. Yep. Like this team was good enough to win a conference championship this year.
If you go win a conference championship and don't get to the playoff, I don't know that I can really be mad at you.
At all. No.
It's like
that's
hey,
a great
man,
accomplishment.
It's like, hey, you won a conference championship and you slipped up and lost a game and that put Boise ahead of you. And so what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I think not even making the conference championship game is a real detraction from whatever else gets accomplished this season. And I like that he will acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he really believes that, but either he is smart enough to know, or somebody else who is smart enough to know has convinced him, this is what you have to say.
Yeah, and I mean, his quarterback, Seth Hennigan, said he was disappointed that he never got to play for a conference championship.
And when I say I don't know if Ryan really believes that, I don't mean that I'm calling him a liar.
No, I got
just
you.
mean that I don't care whether he really believes that, because I can understand how there's another part of me, if I'm Ryan Silverfield, where I'm like, I won 10 games at Memphis, and these motherfuckers are mad as, like, man, like, relax, buddy. Like, you remember where this thing used to be? Relax. I get that. That's probably how I would be if I'm being honest. But I'm not him, so I don't have to be that way. But if I were him, I could see myself being that way. But I like that he's not being that way.
I do too.
I like that he's saying, we should have done more. I should have done more. We left something on the table here. I apologize. He actually said the word I apologize to Memphis fans. Imagine Memphis fans thinking a 10-2 coach would ever apologize to you.
Right,
but it
true.
did.
Yeah.
It happened. And I think it's worthy and well placed and well timed. I like that he's owning that. And then backing it up with, but guess what? Let's look at the bright side. Taking a look at the bright side moment.
Okay.
Hey, I wish we were getting ready for a college football playoff after winning the AAC title. And you know what? I think we were good enough to do that. This isn't perfect. I apologize. But we still got a neat opportunity in front of us. We're playing on national television tonight against a Power 4 opponent. And if we win it, it'll just be the second time in school history we've ever had 11 wins. This is still a nice opportunity in front of us. I hate that it's not for more. I hate that we didn't do more. But we still got a chance to do something that's pretty rare around here. So let's go try to do it. I accept that. I'm ready to settle into a hotel room and turn on a football game.
Good. I don't know a lot about West Virginia, but
you don't need
hey,
to know.
I know they're a brand.
It's a brand. That's about the best thing.
It's about to get their ass kicked.
It's about the best thing you can say about them right now is they got a brand.
We're dumping Scooter's coffee on Ryan tonight.
I hope so. Chilled, preferably. NBA Cup is tonight.
It is, yes.
As noted, it's I guess an interesting matchup. How about this? I won't speak out of turn. I'll ask Bennett if I can get him interested in the NBA Cup. If I can make him double screen the Coffee Bowl with the NBA Cup championship game. Okay. We'll do that next. Gary Parrish Show presented by Ortho South.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Somebody who really has done what they were supposed to do, or maybe wasn't expected to do, is Jalen Wells, the Western Conference Rookie of the Month.
What you're seeing right now is him showing that, hey, no matter where I was going to go in the draft, I was going to be ready.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Grizzlies are just having fun out there tonight. Morant around a screen, bumped by Wagner. No look to Smart, lays it up on the window and in, and it is all Grizz. The Grizzlies have the fans on their feet at FedEx Forum.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
– – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – –
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either, and that's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays and the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org. Now I got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
Tonight's the night. It's the second annual championship game of the NBA Cup. Live from Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. It's the Bucks and the Thunder. It's a possible NBA Finals preview. I mean, I doubt it, but possible. ABC 7:30. Are you excited? Are you excited? It's Giannis and Shai. It's Giannis and Shai Gilgeous. It's one of the great. It's the Greek Freak against a Skims model. See that? Mm-hmm. That's a Greek Freak, and on the other side, a Skims model.
It's not terrible.
That's pretty good. It's a Greek Freak.
That's a good matchup. That's a good matchup. I can get into it.
It's a Greek Freak and a Skims model.
You know I'm a Thunder hater.
What more do you want than a Greek Freak and a Skims model? Do you not like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a Skims model? Who do you prefer as a Skims model? Sabrina Carpenter, perhaps?
Or Kim herself.
She's good.
Yeah, I mean, she's the originator.
She takes good pictures, man.
She started the enterprise. We'll just go with her.
She changed her look up just yesterday.
Yeah.
Took some more pictures.
Yeah.
She's always taking pictures, man.
She's a legendary picture taker.
Like maybe the best.
Maybe the best of all time.
Maybe the best.
No, I'm a Thunder hater, so like them being here and getting this, I want to act like that I don't care, whatever. Who's watching that?
Except think about this for a sec, because on one hand, I don't really care either. All right? But think about how much you would care if instead of Giannis, instead of a Greek Freak and a Skims model, it was a Greek Freak and the greatest athlete this world has ever known.
Yeah.
Ja Morant.
See, and that's the thing. That's where I have to, that's where I have to be honest.
If you saw Ja Morant,
I really wanted to sit here and say, like because I knew you were going to say, do you care? And my first instinct was to say, no, not at all.
But if that was Ja Morant,
but if it was
emerging from T-Mobile Arena,
I'd be in here waving the flag.
If that was Ja Morant standing next to a Greek Freak, you'd feel differently.
Absolutely. So it's cool. I'm gonna watch it.
Because this would be a cool thing. Because you know what you get? It's on ABC, so you're gonna get the whole Malika Andrews desk. They're live at Las Vegas, and just again because I don't care about this. I'm telling you that. But if this were the Grizzlies, I'd be trying to get everybody to care about it.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be Malika Andrews talking about Ja Morant, and it would just be a 30-minute commercial about the reestablished Grizzlies. Mm-hmm. And then they do the whole Jalen Wells story, I promise you. And did you know he had no Division I offers coming out of high school? And even after 2 years at Division II, and a growth spurt.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be doing all that, and it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. And then, like, Vernon and Jess, they'd probably all be out there.
Yep.
You'd still be here.
I'd be here.
No chance you're going.
Unlikely.
But they'd probably all still be out there, and we get to check in with them.
That'd be fun.
It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. I'm in on the Cup.
I'm in. I'll turn it on.
I'm in on the Cup. I will say I do hope, because I don't know if you know this or not, I do hope that the Thunder win it, because I don't know if you know this or not. No NBA Cup champion has ever won an NBA championship.
So you think this would curse them?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't focused on the long term.
No.
They're trying to win a little short term
Go
in
ahead
season.
And win.
Win this. It'll cost you an NBA title, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We're looking big picture. They're living in the moment, and I think it's going to curse them. This
won't be the first time. A Skims model has ever failed to think long term instead of short term. I don't know what that means.
I was like, who?
I'm sure one of them.
Oh, sure. Okay.
You think I can't find a Skims model who didn't think long term instead of short term?
Yeah, let me know. I was like, I'm intrigued.
There's got to be at least one. Okay. There's got to be at least one. I'm certain of it. And in fairness, it could probably be Kim. She's been married. She's been married like 11 times.
That's true.
So in fairness, what I said could apply to Kim.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm just going to enjoy it.
No, I'm rooting for the Thunder.
I'm gonna.
We need them to win this because it'll put the curse on them.
I kind of like the Thunder. I know I'm not supposed to.
Dude, come on.
I kind of like
Do
him.
not come in here and say that.
I know I'm not supposed
That's
to.
That's gross.
I don't have hate in my heart.
That's gross.
I don't carry around hate. You keep wanting me to be Luigi, but I'm not.
That's gross.
I don't have hate in my heart.
Dude.
I'm also against corporate greed, but I don't have hate in my heart. You want me to be Luigi, but I don't hate the Thunder like that.
They are, I mean, you've seen everybody. They're Grizzlies light. That's what they are.
If the Thunder were walking down 54th and you had a silencer, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do?
I'm not even
I don't
responding
mean
to that.
any particular player. I just mean the Thunder franchise is on its way to work.
I'm not even
The Thunder
responding
franchise
to
is
that.
on its way to work.
No, I'm not even answering that. I'm not even going to answer that.
I don't have hate in my heart.
Okay. I'm just telling
So
you.
you'll root for the Thunder because you're rooting against them. And I'll root for the Thunder because I don't mind them.
Yes, I'm rooting for them so they get the curse put on them of the NBA Cup championship.
I respect Skims models. I root for Skims models. That's what I think. I think my Instagram history would show you that I root for Skims models. So I will root for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Who won it last year? Lakers? Lakers won it last year, right?
Who cares?
Wasn't it the Lakers? It was the Lakers, wasn't it?
I remember Tyrese Halliburton had something to do with it.
Yeah, but that's his. Okay. Actually, this applies to all the teams that are in the Cup final because Halliburton hadn't been the same since.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of
And then look at the Lakers now.
We might not want no part of this.
Yeah, dude. I
You
don't
know what? We've been complaining about not being a part of the NBA Cup in any meaningful way, but maybe we don't want to be in any meaningful way. You thought about that at all?
Yeah. I mean, there appears to be some kind of curse surrounding this thing.
8 o'clock, 7:30 tonight on ABC.
Okay.
It's the Bucks and the Thunder. OKC minus 4.5.
Number 2.
The Showdown is tonight. Were you even aware until I just said that?
I had no
Are you ready
clue.
for this? I wasn't either.
I had no clue.
I was not aware until I became aware when I was like, if I'm going to double up on Memphis football and Memphis basketball in the Open, I need another 5 more things.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing golf today. Prime time out in Las Vegas. It's the Showdown, the PGA Tour against Liv. It's Brooks and Bryson against Rory and Scotty. There was a moment in time where this would have been the biggest thing. And I
Because you had the Brooks and Bryson thing.
like when they hated each other.
Are they not now? Are they friends?
I think they're friendly. I think they've come to respect each other.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure anyone could be friendly for this payout.
Yeah. There was a moment where this would have been huge, perhaps just for, people like me. But like people like me, I'm a person like me. If you don't mind me saying, I think that's reasonable to say. I'm a person like me.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know this was happening until this morning.
No, I just again, I'm a casual golf fan. I just these don't do anything for me. I actually like it better when it's like the celebrities because that's fun. Like when you have the real golfers with the celebrities,
Right.
like those are a little more fun. I just don't know. I mean, like what?
But there was also a time where like the PGA Tour and Liv, they all
That's
hate
right.
each other.
That's right.
And it was like, all right, let's go. And now it's like they're all like,
we're
it's
fine.
all good.
We're
It's
good.
fine, whatever.
Yeah,
Everybody's got to make their own decision. It went from you're taking blood money, you
Right.
scumbag. Talk to the 9/11 families, you scumbag. That's where we were. And now it's like, everybody has to make their own decisions, and we all have families to support. Like when it was, you scumbag, you took blood money. Like when there was a scenario where this could happen, and we might have 9/11 families protesting outside the course.
Right.
And now it just feels so much less than that.
I'm just because I mean, what's at stake? Like what's, I mean.
Once upon a time, you could have been like, we're playing for the pride of the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
You bloodsuckers left us, but we're still the cream of the crop in golf.
Right.
Shame on you. Look at these 9/11 families in their eyeballs. We could have done all that.
Yeah.
Now it's like, we're all cool. We're probably going to play in the Ryder Cup together. And, everybody's got to make their own decisions. We're just in a different place. It makes it feel less important, less big.
Oh, okay. I got the lines for the Showdown.
What you got? I was wondering what you're doing over there.
Yeah, I got the line for that. I was seeing if there's something that could get me interested in it.
You're going to gamble on it. I would say Scotty and Rory are favored.
Yeah, minus 156.
Yeah. because Scotty's better than everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
It's just one of like, I'll just take the team that's got the guy who's better than everybody. I'll turn it on. I'm going to have a blast tonight in the hotel room.
It is actually.
I'm going to the greatest city in the world, and I cannot wait to just not leave my hotel room.
Screen 1, Tigers, Frisco Bowl, dump the coffee on Ryan. That's big screen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Screen 2, NBA Cup. NBA Cup. It has to be.
I think we're exact opposite.
You're going the match.
I think I'll go
what's it called?
The Showdown. I think I'll go the Showdown with volume. Because I think you want to hear that.
That's a commentary event.
Yeah.
That's an event that has commentary you want to hear.
And then I can see football.
Yeah, you don't really need it for football.
And then I don't even really care about the NBA Cup, except I root for Skims models, so I'll have it on.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
You can do it however you want.
I got mine.
I'm not here to impose my beliefs on you.
Okay.
Okay? I have my own beliefs, but I'm not here to impose them on you.
Okay.
You can handle your TV situation
I
however you
don't know.
like.
You've been trying to get me excited about a lot of stuff so far.
I'm not here to impose my TV structure upon you. You can handle it however you like. Okay? I'm just telling you how I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a blast tonight.
It's a pretty good night. It's underrated Tuesday night.
It's an underrated Tuesday night. I'm going to have a good time tonight.
Good.
Number 3.
Lil Wayne.
What's up with him?
A lot, actually.
Yeah, he was upset. I know.
He was upset.
Yeah.
He's got his feelings hurt, right?
He's the king of New Orleans.
He's the king of New Orleans.
I don't think that's what they call him, but he's the pride of New Orleans.
He's the pride of New Orleans.
Yeah.
He is our Glorilla.
Fair.
Except bigger. I mean, he's Wayne.
bigger.
He is Glow's got glow. Like,
she's blown up. You heard the Christmas song?
Bennett, come on. Everything she does pops. Everything.
Yeah, she's a star.
She hits on everything.
She is a star.
It's actually unbelievable.
For sure. Dude, when she was at the Grizzlies game the other night, I know we got to move on to this. It was like crazy how many people were trying to get a picture with her.
She's a star.
Yeah.
Everything she does hits.
Yeah.
Like there were people like her come and go, man.
Yeah.
She's here.
That's right.
And it ain't going nowhere. She's a real star.
Yeah. They should have put her on the Showdown.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah. They should have put Glow on the Showdown.
What an incredible story.
Or at the NBA Cup.
Have her somewhere.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd rather have her at the Showdown than the NBA Cup. But given that they're both in Vegas, she could do both.
She could do both.
I don't understand why she's not.
Whatever. Yeah. Short-sighted.
So, anyway, Wayne, big deal in New Orleans. You might have heard Super Bowl's in New Orleans. And so for a while, people have been like, that's Wayne's Super Bowl. Wayne, you're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in LA and you got to do Dre and Snoop in LA, then when you go to New Orleans, you got to do Wayne. All right? So that's where we were.
I got it.
And I don't know that I ever even understood that.
No, because you have to play a halftime show. You have to have, I guess they've had rock acts that don't have like current singles. I was going to say, typically, if you're like a modern act, you'll have like a current,
Typically,
popular song.
But we've had the Rolling Stones.
That's right.
We've had Paul McCartney, and Prince didn't have a big hit when Prince did what is widely regarded as the greatest Super Bowl performance
true.
of all time.
Maybe Lil Wayne was right.
It wasn't like Prince had some hit, but like Wayne's not Prince. All right, like I can respect Wayne, but he's not Prince. All right. Prince at any point in his life could still go sell out any arena in America. And I don't know that Wayne could do that in 2024. Like you put Wayne in FedEx Forum tomorrow night. What's that doing? I don't know.
I bet it does pretty good.
I don't know.
I bet it does pretty good.
I don't know. Okay, that's beside the point.
Okay.
Either way, they announced the Super Bowl, and it's Kendrick Lamar. It's not Wayne. Which is totally sensible for most.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar just had... You always got to acknowledge Taylor Swift exists. But you could reasonably argue Kendrick Lamar just had the greatest year of anybody in music and arguably the greatest year in hip-hop history, given the impact that everything he did made. He's had number one hits, number one album, got the Super Bowl, killed a colonizer. Great year. Either way, Lil Wayne's feelings were hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he almost jumped on social media and was almost crying and actually said, sorry I didn't address this earlier, but I had to get my thoughts together and I'm hurt.
Okay.
Said I'm hurt, right? And he seemed to think, man, I had sort of just convinced myself I was on the way to getting this Super Bowl. in my hometown. Like, what a dream come true. And then you find out it's not yours, and it hurts, man. It hurts. So then that was whatever it was. And then Kendrick's new album comes out. And on the opening track, he references Lil Wayne. And immediately you get all these weird clickbait headlines about Kendrick disses Wayne. And I'm like, I just listened to that. I don't think that's what that was. But that was all the headlines. Kendrick disses Wayne. Then Wayne jumped on social media and acted like he might pop off if, people don't leave him alone. I was like, that's not what I heard.
Okay.
Here's the line. They got
started
all this.
I don't think I've ever heard this.
Okay. So it's in the opening track where Kendrick's sort of addressing everything that's happened this year. And the line is, used to bump the Carter 3. I held my Rollie chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. And everybody was like, oh, he's taking a shot at Wayne. What I interpret that as was, because the whole that track is a little bit like, here's why I did what I did. Here's what I've been thinking since it's happened. And I'm really sort of disappointed that more people aren't happy for me. Like, I did this the right way. I didn't cheat the game. I did this with integrity. I took out a guy everybody knows needed to get taken out and humbled. And why? And then the first thing I hear after the announcement is that Wayne's disappointed in me. I think I let Wayne down. What? I'm just doing, I'm not trying to take anything from Wayne. And it wasn't even his anyway, if we're being honest. I just got my head down. I'm doing the job. And they asked me if I want to do this. And of course I said yes. But I never thought I was taking something from Wayne. And this sucks. The reason I always interpreted that is because he follows it right up with being disappointed in Snoop sharing a Drake song. Then follows it straight up with, won the Super Bowl. And Nas the only one who congratulated me. So the whole thing is like, and you can even trace this back to Mr. Morale. Like, there's a theme in that album. Like, are you happy for me? Like, really struggling with the idea of, I've got all this success. Are people happy for me? And then you get the biggest success you've ever had, the biggest success most people could ever even dream of, and you don't feel like people are happy for you. Why is Wayne not happy for me? Why is Snoop doing this? Why is Nas the only one congratulating me? I thought it was all in that, really just a line about being disappointed that more people aren't celebrating this moment. Even my idols, people I looked up to. I used to bump to Carter 3, and now just by doing my job as well as I could do it, I've hurt this man by his own admission. I don't want to hurt this man. So anyway, Wayne acknowledged yesterday for the first time this was not known. He and Kendrick have talked.
Oh, good.
Since the album came out, since the Super Bowl thing, and they're all good. You know what he said he told Kendrick? Go kill it. Go kill it. And what others have said, and I think this is true, you can get mad about who Jay-Z picked to do this, but just understand if it weren't for Jay-Z, it'd probably be Chappell Roan or Sabrina Carpenter or, he's putting black people, black men and black women on these massive stages that they might not get otherwise. And I know Jay-Z's a controversial figure right now, but maybe focus on hip-hop as getting an opportunity to be on this stage in front of hundreds of millions of people as opposed to which hip-hop artist is getting picked. And even if you have an issue about which hip-hop artist is getting picked, just understand the one that got picked this time is the biggest deal in the world by far. By far. And if Wayne's coming around to accepting that, I think that's a good thing. I like it better when people get along.
Number 4.
Adam Shefter murdered Doug Gottlieb yesterday.
Dude. He started it.
He did start it.
He started it. I mean,
he always starts it.
He always starts it.
Always starts it. I have never known somebody, this might not be exactly true, but you'll get the point. I don't know many people, I'll put it that way.
I got you.
Who walk into punches as much as Doug Gottlieb walks into punches. It's like if his Twitter were a meme, it would be of him just walking and boom, just right into a punch.
Yeah.
Why are you always getting involved in these things that you don't need to be involved in that aren't going to end well for you? He did it again yesterday. So Shefter reports, sort of interesting story, that Sacramento State is in discussions with Michael Vick to be their next head coach and that they've got $50 million in NIL, which sounds crazy.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Okay. So Doug reads this.
Not the Michael Vick part, the $50 million part.
Yeah. So it sounds crazy. Now, what I would have done if I saw that and felt compelled to comment on it, the first thing I would have done is, does Sacramento State really have $50 million in NIL? I just Google searched it. But rather than do that, Doug went straight to Adam Shefter and was like, geez. Well, I'll just read you exactly what it was. Jesus, Shefty, edit what agents tell you. 0.0% chance Sac State has $50 million in NIL. Quote tweeted it, put it out there. Now, why do you want to get involved with the leading newsbreaker in the NFL on a subject that's got nothing to do with you, except for that you host a radio show and you might talk about this? But like, why? Because what you're doing right there is questioning somebody's reporting. You're questioning arguably the best newsbreaker in the world reporting. That's a shot at him. You're taking a shot at him.
For sure.
You're saying, you just believe anything agents tell you. No way that's true.
Yep.
Well, problem is Sacramento State had already officially announced we've got the $50 million already secured. Like you can say they're lying
because they're trying to get into a different league. They're trying to get in the Mountain West.
They're trying to say we're trying to say, look at us. This is who we are.
Yeah.
All right. So they'd already announced they got the money. I guess you can say they're lying, but like this ain't sources told me, an agent told me. It's Sacramento State says we've got this money. So then Shefter follows it up, responds to Doug Gottlieb by addressing what Gottlieb said and then following it up with, geez, Doug, Sacramento State's already announced that they got the $50 million. And, oh, by the way, X amount of game losing streak, last place in the horizon, might need to spend less time on social media, more time in the gym. All you're doing by jumping into this conversation that's got nothing to do with you is making people realize you are really struggling at your job right now. And then reminding them that, this is that weird situation where a guy's still hosting a daily radio show and trying to run a Division I men's basketball program. What are we doing? You could have just
stayed out of it.
Could have just watched Monday Night Raw like I did. Stayed out of it. You don't have to be involved in everything. And when you consistently get involved in things that you don't need to be involved in, when you have opinions that are ridiculous, you're going to get popped over and over again. It's like seeing it's like walking into a fight and saying, "Hey guys, I'm here, punch me," over and over again.
Yeah, I think if he would have said, even if he would have just came in and been like, Sacramento State has $50 million, that seems absurd. That seems wrong. I don't think he would have gotten eviscerated by Shefter. It's because he said, Jesus, Shefty. Like, that's, come on. You know what you're doing, dude. You're trying to piss him off.
He's done this to me before. And like he and I worked together, and I guess if you asked him, he'd probably say, "Oh yeah, GP's my friend." But like he's done this to me, and he will take a shot at me on Twitter and then text me and be like, hey, I'm just like, what do we do? Like, why are you doing
Why are you doing this?
Like, okay. Like,
he's that friend that like won't stop like picking at you.
But I don't, you ready? You ready? But I won't be your friend. Unless we are so comfortable with each other that's what we do. Yeah. Like me and Vernon pick at each other, but we're friends. We can have fun with that.
Yeah.
Like I don't make time for people that I don't enjoy, period. So if you are the type of friend who will take a shot at me and then call me privately to try to neutralize it or minimize it, I just won't take the call because I don't want to be. I wouldn't take that shot at you on social media because I did think we were friends. I'm not trying to start a fight with my friend on social media. Like when Greg Doyle had the thing with Caitlin Clark, I wasn't jumping on Twitter to make the latest joke about Greg Doyle. That's somebody I've had a real relationship with.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody else get their jokes off. I'll laugh at them when they're funny. I won't tell everybody to stop it, but I don't need to get involved with that. That's like somebody who's been to my home. Well, Doug's the type, and I've got other people I know who are like this. They'll get involved in that and then act like they didn't. Well, I don't have time for that. Like, it's cool. If you want to take a shot at me, that's fine. We don't have to. I don't have to take your phone call. We don't have to talk. Like, if you don't live under my roof, I'm not going to be too concerned with. I don't need you that much. And yet so like he doesn't get that. Whatever that is, he doesn't get that. Why did you get involved in this situation you didn't have to be involved in at all? And now people are just clowning you. He does it over and over and over again. Perhaps it's what makes him a successful radio host. I don't know.
That's fair.
But it can make your mentions on Twitter not so much fun. And I bet you his mentions on Twitter were not so much fun last night. In fact, I know they weren't. I looked at them.
Not bad.
Travis Hunter's girlfriend, she did an 8-minute TikTok to address all the conversations going on about her. You seen this situation?
Yes.
Okay. People are really on her. They think Travis Hunter deserves better.
Okay.
First off, do you think that's okay to do? To just tell people they deserve better?
Yeah, I don't think so.
We do that to people all the time.
Yeah.
You know who we do it to? Famously, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've been telling Patrick Mahomes for years he deserves better than Brittany.
It's mean.
But he seems to love Brittany.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they have their ups and downs, like most of us have their ups and downs. And I've seen the little shots where they're courtside at a basketball game and they appear to be, arguing a little bit.
Oh, you're talking about the one where she says, Patrick told me not to do the resting bee face?
Yes, right? I see all that, right? And I get it. But at the end of the day, I imagine he probably loves her and probably sees a side of her that the rest of us haven't seen. And it must be difficult to have the whole world saying, we love you, Patrick Mahomes. We'd love for you to have somebody other than that bitch wife of yours. Right?
Jesus.
And now Travis Hunter is having to deal with the same thing. Everybody's telling him, leave your girlfriend. And he's saying, I love my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I love her. And they say, well, she's only out for your money. And he says, well, I don't think that's true because when I first met her, she didn't even know anything about me. Mm-hmm. And people are like, hold up. I have a 7-year-old in Mississippi who knows something about you. Mm-hmm. How does the girl date? And then people are like, well, she's got a $sign on her ring finger.
I saw that. I saw the $sign. It's just a tattoo, dude.
It's just a tattoo. No.
It doesn't matter.
It's just, so she was compelled. Then you see the thing that went viral. Heisman ceremony. Travis Hunter wins it. Everybody stands up.
Yeah.
She doesn't stand up. They're like, see, she doesn't support him. It's just a weird thing. Mm-hmm. You think you're just dating each other, but then these things happen, and now the whole world's commenting on everything that happens with you. Mm-hmm. And now Travis Hunter had to jump on social media and be like, leave my girlfriend alone.
She's drinking.
She's been drinking.
I'm sorry.
That's what he said.
It just took me off guard.
I just won the Heisman. My girlfriend's been drunk for 3 days because she can't deal with the criticism. And so I'm not going to pretend I watched every second of everything she said, but I watched some. Mm. And she's got decent explanations for this stuff. She's like, because they were like, I can't believe they let this girl sit next to Travis Hunter and his mom wasn't even next to him. She's like, we have assigned seats. Mm. They are always going to put the girlfriend with the guy. So that's why I was seated next to Travis. I didn't take his mom's seat. That's where they told me to sit. Well, she didn't stand up when he won the Heisman. I didn't stand up because there was a camera right in front of us pointed at Coach Prime. I was crying. I knew if I stood up, I might block that camera view. I didn't want to get in the way. Simple as that. I didn't want to get in the way. Mm-hmm. So I'm listening to these, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. Mm-hmm. Like she seems like she's making sense. And just as soon as I get there, I'm on another thread where people are like, well, she used to be a stripper. She had OnlyFans. So imagine you're Travis Hunter. Do you know about this stuff? Is this something now you got to talk about? Like, you might start dating somebody who's done things in their past and never know anything about it. Mm-hmm. What's it like when you start dating somebody, everything's cool, but then she becomes high profile, and now people are like, oh, yeah, I used to subscribe to her OnlyFans. Do you know about her OnlyFans? Oh, yeah, she used to work at Cheetahs in Atlanta. Do you ever see her at Cheetahs in Atlanta? Now, I don't know if any of this stuff is true. I just know it's all stuff that's been told to Travis Hunter online since he won the Heisman Trophy. Seems complicated. It seems like a lot to deal with as a young person.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Well, you do.
Especially Coach Prime said that he doesn't that Travis Hunter, all he does is go to practice and go home and hang. He said he doesn't do anything.
And his wife drinking herself to death every night.
I know, that's tough.
Because she's all upset. What do you think you do about this? I don't know. People telling Travis Hunter she's only with you because of the money. What do you think it's like to hear that every day? You love this woman, you say. I trust you. I'll take you at your word. Mm-hmm. The only reason she's with you is because of the money you already have and that you're about to make. You hear that every day. Isn't that a hard thing to hear?
Yeah, I mean,
what can you just say? Can you just say, I don't care why she's with me?
Yeah, because I think that dude, any high profile athlete that's a college, dude, that everyone, you could say that about anyone's girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Say that about
yeah.
Why is Matt Damon's wife with Matt Damon?
Right.
I don't know, but I bet you it starts with he's good looking and super famous and wealthy. You know, I bet you that's somewhere in the equation. If everybody, here's my position on that type of stuff. If everybody's getting what they want out of it, what do I care? Like Bill Maher, he talked about this. Bill Maher likes young women. He does not like to date age appropriate. He says this. I'm an old man. I do not like old women. I don't like people my age. I'm not attracted to them. I don't want to be with them. I don't want to spend time with them. I don't want to lay down with them.
Jesus.
All right? That's what he said. Okay. And so what if there's a young woman who says, I don't really like old men, but I like money. I like nice dinners and nice cars and nice homes. So Bill Maher gets the young woman. He's getting everything he wants out of the deal. And the young woman's getting everything she wants out of the deal. Why should I care? If everybody's getting exactly what they want, what do I care? So what if this is the same thing? Travis Hunter's getting what he wants out of this deal, whatever that is.
Yeah.
She's getting whatever she wants out of this deal, whatever it is. I'm gonna say it's none of my business.
Yeah, I think it's none of our business. I want the couple to be happy.
I want them to be happy.
Yeah, I want them to be happy. Leave her. I mean, my God, he said she's drinking every night. Like, come on, let's leave him alone.
We shouldn't drive a young woman to drink every night.
No,
we can all agree on that.
We can all agree on that.
I think we can all agree on that. Be back with GP's Carryout.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
How about them Tigers? Go Tigers. Go.
Beat Tulane in a game that nobody called. Nobody thought was going to happen. They were a 2-touchdown underdog, and they got the win.
Number 25 in the AP right now, number 24 in the coaches poll right now. So this is a Tigers football team that's going to end the regular season ranked in both major polls, possibly ranked in the CFP as well, with 10 wins. That's a damn good season.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Get the squad together for this year's Junior Grizzlies 3-on-3 tournament. Presented by 2K at the Built Ford Tough practice facility inside FedEx Forum. On Saturday, January 4th, teams will compete in 3 games before advancing to single elimination play. Overall winners from the 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under divisions will win Grizzlies tickets, including exclusive access to the pregame team shoot-around before the Grizz take on the Pelicans January 24th. Sign up today at hoopitup.com/Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are just having fun out there tonight. Morant around a screen, bumped by Wagner. No look to Smart, lays it up on the window and in, and it is all Grizz. The Grizzlies have the fans on their feet at FedEx Forum.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance, to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
This up with GP's Carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we learn today?
Whole bunch of stuff, but we mostly focused on the University of Memphis in that opening segment. Interesting comments from Penny Hardaway last night about a lack of attendance at Tiger home games this season. And then, of course, Ryan Silverfield's Tigers, those are the football Tigers. They're playing in the Coffee Bowl tonight in Frisco, Texas, with a chance to win 11 games for just the second time in school history. So it's a good week, big week for the University of Memphis. Could get a bowl win tonight. Could get 2 more basketball wins this week. Could look up next week, and Tiger football finishes in the top 25 of the AP poll.
Yep.
And Tiger basketball continues to move up it.
For what it's worth, I did just get a text from the University of Memphis that says limited seats remain in the lower levels for your Memphis men's basketball game this Saturday against Mississippi State. So
give me a price, Bennett.
Okay, hang on. Let me click the link.
Oh, God. We don't have time for this. I'm not going to miss my flight because you're clicking links.
No, I mean, you could get Upper Deck for $25 a ticket, like from through the Memphis website.
If you're moved
that's what the link says.
If you're moved to go, I hope you do.
What's today's biggest game?
College basketball, 6 o'clock on ESPN. What are you laughing about so much?
I'm moving a little slow over here, and I can tell you're like, hurry the F up.
We really pushed this, too. It's not entirely clear I'm going to make my flight.
Right.
North Carolina against Florida. They're doing at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Florida, undefeated, 10-0, beating everybody by double digits. Gators are 3.5-point favorites. Totals 166.5. How you going to act?
Who's our guy that came on the show earlier this year?
R.J. Davis.
He's back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the Tar Heels on the road.
Bennett said, well, we're going to do it in Charlotte, so it's neutral court.
Okay, well, still, it's in Charlotte.
North Carolina. Bennett says you can't give the Tar Heels 3.5 points in the state of North Carolina to a Florida team coached by a man facing a Title IX investigation right now. We can talk about that later. North Carolina plus the 3.5, 6 o'clock ESPN.
What are we watching on TV?
Do you care about Aaron Rodgers' Enigma? It's streaming now on Netflix.
Is he talking?
Yeah.
He's a part of this?
Yeah.
I might check it out.
Okay.
I might check it out.
I went from being kind of interested in him to just be like,
I'm done.
I'm just like, shut up. Like, I'm tired of it.
Let me look at a promo.
How about you look at it and then you tell me if I should look at it? All right, that's the way we'll do that.
What's the best thing we've read?
Interesting story in the Daily Mail about a new restaurant in New York called Sweetbriar.
Mm-hmm.
It's for first dates. That's the way they market themselves. We are the restaurant for first dates. It's like a 4-course prefixed meal. If you're not comfortable paying for each other's food, it's easy. $45 for you, $45 for me. Let's split the check.
Okay.
And every course is served with a question. So they bring you your appetizer. It could be, it's not, but let's just say mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
They bring mozzarella sticks, and then you have your mozzarella sticks, and they also bring a little, and you open up your question, and it says, what are 3 things your friends would say positive about you? Now we're talking.
Okay.
Then
I like this concept.
And then we come back and we get our next course and new questions, and now we're talking. We're learning about each other. It forces us to communicate. I don't think I need it. I think I would know how to talk to you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
But some people are shy.
Yeah. And this gets you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
I like it. It's a good concept.
I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah.
I wonder why these aren't. Why
it's a smart idea.
I don't know if it'll work long term, but I was intrigued. You can read about it. DailyMail.com. Do a search for Sweetbriar.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
It'll be Wednesday. We'll look back at Bucks Thunder. We will look back at Memphis, West Virginia. Chris Vernon going to join me in the first hour. Should be fun. Looking forward to it already. Enjoy the rest of your day. Still to be determined whether I'll enjoy mine.
Good luck.
I'll know in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll know in a minute. Meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
ESPN put out a list. Top 30 best pro wrestlers under 30 in the world today. Number 1, Dirty Dom. Number 2, MJF.
I think Dom is deserving to be number 1. I think he is probably, like I said, one of the greatest heels in the last 10, 15 years. Like you said, he can't talk on the microphone.
The fans love it because they feel like they're a part of the show.
And that's the best.
Without their booze, he's not the best heel.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Hoop on the Grizzlies home court at Junior Grizzlies Game Day Clinics presented by Ortho South. Clinics are open to kids ages 6 to 14 and last 60 minutes. The next clinic tips off December 23rd. the same day the Grizzlies play the Clippers. All skill levels are welcome, from beginner to competitive athlete. Sign up now before spots sell out at grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies. Registration includes a Junior Grizzlies t-shirt and 2 tickets to the game that day.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax